Thank you. My name is Sarah. It's Sebastien Mannai from Amplified Industries. It's everything that UAE is looking for. And he will be presenting tomorrow at Future 100 as well. Sebastien?
Thank you, Anush, for having me here, and thanks everyone for taking an evening away from your family, and DMCC for hosting us. So I'm Sebastien, founder and CEO of 𝗵𝗲. So nowadays you basically have high-speed, very affordable internet access anywhere on the planet. You have either 5G network, you have Starlink, and many more other satellite networks. And if you go on an oil field, you're going to find hundreds, if not thousands, of machines connected on basically a dial-up network, sending data at super low rate to some centralized facilities. We're basically building the platform for the future for heavy industries focusing on oil and gas that allows us to collect a huge amount of data for each machine, process all that, and we use that to do real-time control on all the machinery so that it's running efficiently, producing more, and spilling less. So without going in detail, we streamline how the process works, allowing us to have a system that is much faster, much easier to deploy, and potentially much more affordable, especially in more difficult environments. So we have little devices that connect to the existing machines, for example, on wells, on tanks, on compressors, on kind of all kinds of big toys, and measure all the industrial metrics that you would need. That is sent to our cloud where we process everything. So we have layers of all kinds of more traditional signal processing, applied mathematics, a bunch of machine learning, and now we're adding LLMs into the mix to reduce to increase the accuracy and reduce the false positive. And we use that to control and, for example, to eliminate spills. So last year alone in the US, we eliminated close to 200 spill, and a volume that's about 20% of the Exxon Valdez spills. To give you an idea, you're talking about millions and millions of liters, close to 10 millions. On average, we increased production by 8% on all the fields that we're on, while drastically reducing the operating cost. So this is a team from right to left. Money guy, former PE banker in Houston in oil and gas, a computer science guy. He built the back end of a lot of IoT startups before. PhD in math, who worked with energy and data science company before joining us, and myself, PhD in aerospace at MIT. In France, I was doing quantum physics. I used to work with Siemens and 𝗏𝗏𝗪𝗏 before starting this. So we have over 2,000 systems deployed in the US across 10 states. We're just starting our first deployment in 2 countries in Latin America in 2 weeks and then in 2 months. The company is growing very well. We are closing our Series A this Friday. We're raising an additional 12 million. So the reason why I'm here is basically finding people that can connect us to the Middle East. It's my first time here. I landed here 2 days ago, and that will help us expand this technology. Thank you very much for your time. Won a bunch of awards. It works. I'll take questions now. Thank you.
Some of the bandwidth could be limited by, or at least the need might be obviated, or at least limited, by being able to use AI locally on the devices, compress into a latent representation that is much more compact, and then being able to transmit that signal. I'm just curious if you, like, what is your trade-off between sort of compute compared to bandwidth and latency?
Actually, it's super interesting because our first algorithm that we deployed of machine learning was for compression to run on the device. So we already do a huge amount of that, and we still needed that to send even more. And the answer is you need both. You have models that run on the edge, and you have models that run on the cloud, and you can deploy training data to the local model. It's basically a balance of both, depending on how reactive and how safety critical the control mission you're doing is.
And I just want to add that it's not just about compression. Sometimes it's about interpretation. And then what you're sending out is just the codified information that you need.
Yeah. And so some optimization you can do at the scale of a machine. Some optimization you start to do at the scale of a field. So for that, you need to do remotely when you have several wells in an area basically talking to one another. So there's kind of different layer. Think of it as, geographically different layers. You optimize within 100 meter or within 10 kilometers.
Great, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you guys listening to all the pitches and for the pitches as well. We have one more startup here who there's no time for them to pitch. It's Sagwan and Daniel. They are here. They're the founders of Extra. Whoever is in commodity trading and AI and blockchain, you guys should connect with them. They're both here. At the end, I also want to, I just realized I forgot, I have four other incredible team members that I must thank. 𝗪𝗶𝗃𝗀𝗀𝗧𝗹𝗏, who's here, 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗏, and 𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗀, and James Camp. These guys are all in venture capital and private equity, and they were on the selection board of going through the 52 applications and are amazing. So Andre is here. He's an all MIT alum. Andre is here, and you can go on our website. They're all listed on our team and connect with them. These guys are incredible and are willing to help, so as are all the founders who are here. Thank you so much, Bilal. Thank you so much, and Salman and Wille. This is incredible to have people here who are embracing innovation, entrepreneurship, and welcoming us to Dubai in such an elegant way. Thank you so much, Bilal.
Thank you
Would you
too.
like to say something?
I know.
No? All right. Okay, guys. Have a great night.
Yes, nice to meet you. How are you? Yes, yes.